Okay, so I just got some interaction with my vagina. It's July 10th, 2024, and had a lot of interaction with her lately, talking. Excuse me. And earlier she was telling me that I was slacking off on our assignment for me to journal to all of the exes. And I asked her not to be so critical, excuse me. And anyway, she wanted to be able to be herself, which is something I've been talking to my husband about, me wanting that. So I'm like, all right, fair enough. Um, but this was she said, you don't see, she's talking about her and my husband, you don't see what you've done to me or him. Anyways, finding more ways to learn to be yourself without the need to be only with yourself, like that's the only time you can be yourself, is manageable for you and nearly everyone else. Scruffy dogs never fret about looking ugly. They just are, like in a state of being unself-conscious. And so should you and Grant and me. And so I was asking her because I was feeling so much energy. And sometimes when I connect with her, I feel it in the area of my vagina, but this was all over and pretty strong, palpable. And so I asked her about that. And she was saying that's besides the point, but yes, we're all here now. And I was like, what does that mean? The soul's contract is coming to an end with your suffering, as all victims do, and yet somehow you're stuck. And I'm like, yeah, well, relationship dynamics, it's not just me. I also told her I didn't want to argue with her because her sarcasm and anyway, and she said, I don't believe it. We've reached an agreement. You don't throw me under the bus, and I value you too. Time, understanding, and being precious. And I was checking for sarcasm about the word precious, and she said, I know you're sensitive right now. I'm doing a bit of a fast. She said she's checking herself for that reason. And then I did want more information about this contract ending and who all is here and what does that even mean that the contract is, I mean, what does that change? What are the implications of that? And yeah, and then I got that I was supposed to do that over Zoom and not handwrite it, the other stuff I've handwritten. So now's our chance, and we've got a meeting shortly. So this is it. So what would you like to say? And this may just be to me. I don't really, we'll figure it out. Okay, now I'm hearing X's and O's again. X's and O's, they haunt me. Okay, so can you answer my question? So what does it mean? I mean, I understand what the term a contract ending means, but what does that mean in this context? How will I know? Like, what, what changes? What would be observable? Okay, so she's playing X's and O's, they haunt me. And she's saying you will not be haunting anyone else, and they won't haunt you as well. Okay, so that'll feel like I've letting go of any attachment to anybody from my past romantically. Is that what you mean? Okay, seeing yes in big capitals. Okay. What else might be observable? So she's saying to me, you feel stoppable in so many ways. Like it's a little bit awkward. Man, she's really confronting me. Well, calling me out. I should say it that way. Yeah, okay, yeah. Again, not the only one in the relationship, but yeah, I need to put that on Do Not Disturb. Okay. You'll finally believe me when I'm telling you. You'll be surprised and amazed to feel good about yourself on some new energy level. Okay. And I'm just tuning in to see if I'm actually feeling energy in my pelvic area, because I have not been when she's been connecting with me today. And I just don't feel it very often, like at all. Sorry, I'm noticing I've got a headache and it feels like it's interfering, and I'm trying to say I don't care about the headache. Like I just really want to communicate right now. Like F the headache. Okay then, she's saying. Sometimes you need my approval to touch myself slash yourself. And you don't, am I getting this right? You don't need to touch yourself with permission only. Am I getting that right? Okay, just double checking. Because it has felt like that is the way I should do it. And I was waiting for you to initiate me doing that. So was that the right course of action? Yes. It does make me feel good to know you're parenting yourself and learning to respect yourself better. Physically, financially, socially, emotionally. Opportunity? Okay, she's saying scratch that word. You mean opportunities I've been able to take advantage of? Yeah, I get that. Okay. Okay. So you see now in capitals, you're better for myself slash yourself to know gets better with more time and experimentation with Grant. He simply doesn't care how you look, he cares how you feel. Okay. Like how I feel about how I look. Yeah. You're saying he doesn't have a judgment about me physically. Okay. She's saying no, not at all. I don't know how much that was impacting me, but I guess it was. Who am I kidding? It was. I've been feeling very self-conscious and uncomfortable physically, like just at the weight I'm at and the shape I'm in. The shape I'm in, really. Anyway, blah, blah. Okay, and she's saying, regardless of how you feel about yourself, your feelings towards him, for him, all about him, need to improve in expression of love and passion for him. Wow, that's weird. She's saying he has maybe 30 years. Am I getting that right? That's a weird thing to tell me, but you know, because I worry that I'll just now start getting really connected with him and he'll die or leave me. It's an attachment issue. Anyway, sorry, you were saying. Okay. You're saying that so I'll relax into connecting. I want to ask you if that's actually the truth, though. No, but it doesn't matter because you need to connect and have quality time. I get that. Yeah. No regrets. Yeah. I know. So she's playing the song again. She's saying, finish the journal or journaling. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. And has the contract already ended? So I'm seeing that it's about to. How will I know it's ended? You'll come to feel freedom. Okay. Will I recognize that as freedom? Okay. Could you tell me too? Like, could you tell me? Like, I think that might be helpful for me. Okay. Thanks. And is there anything else I should know about this? Anything else that would be helpful for me to know about this? You, am I getting that right? No. You'll get better at knowing yourself more in about 2 years' time. Yeah. And she and I have talked about that. I'm starting therapy soon, specific for sexual trauma issues. And I had an intuitive sense that it would take about 2 years to really work through all of that. Okay. She's saying, yes, of course it takes time, but you're worth our time. We're worthy of our time, right? Worthy of our time. Well, thank you. So are you. So is our connection. Yeah. She was criticized. I'm trying to come up with a name for a podcast, and she wasn't a fan of anything that apparently I had, but now she's bringing up the term masterful mediumship. But do you mean that as a name for the podcast? I think it's like that we're actually able to talk now feels kind of masterful in its own way. So I'm glad you're experiencing that too. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for not giving up on me. Yeah. She's saying thanks for checking and thanks for checking in with me, she's saying. And she was gonna say, I could feel like something like thanks for not giving up on yourself or something like that, or I was anticipating that there was like a feeling of that. But now she's saying thanks for giving back to me because I've tried to have a well-paved road to existence through you and our chats. Oh, okay. That sounds like something we should talk about more some other time. Okay. Thank you. And she said, you're welcome.